Howdy crew, got the very first job at the welding rig, very excited about it. What was happening, I was bolting down the retractable air hose reel and I hadn't gotten to the leads. I had the leads out, ready to hook onto the luma reel, but I was going to do that after putting on the retractable air hose reel. And I get a call from a contact of a contact, and they're down in the port of Los Angeles. They said, "We need you here right now." They knew I had my twig, they knew the different certification I had and experience I had, so they gave me a call and said, "We need you here right now." And I wasn't done putting the rig together, so I bolted down that retractable air hose reel. I got the leads onto the luma reel, plugged everything in, turned on the machine, struck an arc, ran a quick bead with 7018 just to make sure the lead reels had the proper connection, everything was working great, and it worked great. So I hit the road, and first thing I did was call my very best friend, because I had to let her know, got the first job at the welding rig, and I just had to call her because of all of her amazing support, which I truly appreciate, means more to me than anything. Thank you again, my very best friend, for all your amazing support. I truly appreciate it. So, getting on the road, the person told me what the project was at hand. They said, "This is how many hours we need you." And I told them what's emergency call. And for this amount of hours, it's going to be this price. They said that was great. And what the project is the bullards that the trucks back into for taking the Conex boxes off. So the Conex boxes that are lifted off the trucks and then put either in storage or waiting for a ship or put right onto a ship, they need to be offloaded. So these trucks back into these pipes with a plate with rubber bolted into them. So that way it doesn't destroy the trailer or destroy the bullards. And they needed 6 of them welded. And then I get on the road and I get a call back from the foreman saying, "Hey, you have a torch, right?" "Yes, I have a torch." So, "Oh, we need to do some cutting first." "Okay, that's fine by me." So I get down to the job site, and they need a lot more than just a little bit cut. They had a lot of cutting to do. They had the holes for the bolts in the wrong places. So half the holes were in the wrong place. So there was a lot of cutting involved. It wasn't just welding. So that took a lot longer. And so that's what the bullards look like without the plate there. Had to cut the holes in the plates. And the truck looks amazing there. The aluminum rails work fantastic, very smooth. I'm very happy with them. And so there's the plate on there, the holes I was cutting. And again, aluminum rails were very smooth, fantastic. And I'll be going a little bit more in the project a little bit later in the vlog. But all those aluminum rails, very smooth. I'm very happy with them so far. They are fantastic. So very happy with progress made. It's a great day. Super excited to come back and do it tomorrow. All right. Got everything stowed away, covers in the yard. There we go. Get our flags out. Booyah. That's what it's supposed to look like. Just getting some shots of the welding rig at sunset at the Port of Los Angeles. It looks beautiful. It looks absolutely fantastic there. I'm very proud of what the rig looks like. And something that was really interesting that happened, the foreman of the site came up to me after everything was done. He said about one of the higher-ups in the company that was there earlier on in the day, who used to be a welder out in the field. He leaned over to the foreman when I pulled up in the rig, and he said to the foreman, "This guy knows what he's doing." And I just thought that was really cool. It was really awesome. I really appreciate the rig being admired from all the hard work going into it. First of all, the guy that's higher up in the company that used to be a welder didn't have to say that. Second of all, the foreman didn't have to say that to me. I really appreciate that because it's all this hard work put into a rig. And I'm not trying to be a showboat, not trying to bag or anything like that. But it's really cool having the rig admired, for it to kind of stand out just for how it's laid out, how it's built, because it's different. It's not what you normally see. And I just thought that was really cool. It's really neat to have that said, because the guy didn't have to say that to the foreman didn't have to say that to me. So it's really cool. And the project didn't get done because all the cutting, it took a lot longer than expected, so they said we need you out a second day. Now, also on the note, the guy that was higher up in the company that used to be a welder in the field, he inspected my welds. He was the one inspecting my welds. once I was done welding it flat and overhead, he looked at it, he looked underneath, he was inspecting everything, and he looked at me, gave me a thumbs up, and he said, I want you out here tomorrow. And I told him, well, an estimation of time of how long it's going to take would be this amount, and pricing, because again, I didn't know the holes had to be cut today, so the time allotted was used up, and how long it would take. And he said, nope, that's great. And talked to the foreman. He said, that's perfect. Everything was fantastic. So coming out a second day, I was very happy with it, super excited. And it wasn't that it was just a small little project or something really tiny to work on. It's been in the Port of Los Angeles for the first job with the welding rig, and it was just a really amazing feeling. And then having the rig admired the way it was, I was just very proud of the rig, all the work that went into it, and the delays, the setbacks, things not working right, trying to figure things out, and just all of it coming together, and the rig being admired, the rig working perfectly, performing out in the field. I was very happy with it, just super excited and ready to do it a second day. And so the second day, it's going to be welding all the stuff onto the pipes. All the holes are cut, and they didn't have to be grinded with a die grinder or anything. They were just fine. I took a little bit longer in cutting because I wanted them precise, and I got nice, good cuts on all those. And they were 1 inch center on center away from the prior holes, and they didn't merge, so I was extremely happy with that. They're very happy with the measurements. They double checked all of them, which is perfectly fine by me. They should double check all of them. Oh, and look at that sunset. Beautiful sunset at the Port of Los Angeles heading out. And so they double checked everything, and everything was great. And again, the guy that used to be a welder out in the field, now higher up in the company, inspected both the flat welds and overhead welds, and those were great, so I was very happy about that. Everything felt smooth. I just working very smoothly with the rig. Everything flowed, and I was just happy with it. I was happy with how the setup was with the rig, how everything is laid out, how I designed it, and it just felt good. It felt unique, one of a kind. Being out in the field, it's not like the utility trucks that I've worked with before of other companies. So I was very happy with it. And then being able to go to the Port of Los Angeles, working out there, and that sunset is just beautiful, beautiful sunset. And knowing that other jobs are going to be like this, going to be there at sunrise the next day, seeing sunsets at other places where it's just not going to be the same place every day. I was just very happy with it, and it was a wonderful day, and I was just ready for the next day. I was super excited and just ready to go. So, wonderful first day with the rig. Everything went perfect. Was not expecting a call, was not expecting to be welding out in the field, especially at the Port of Los Angeles. It was just a bunch of surprises, wonderful surprises, and I was just very, very, very happy. Thank you again so much to my very best friend for all your amazing support. I truly appreciate it more than you'll ever know. And just thank you for always supporting me and having my back. I really appreciate it. And I'm ready for the next day to be published, all that stuff. The shorts showing different things, as well as the vlog for the following day. Just so much fun. Had a blast out there. So anyways, next day will be coming out tomorrow, and I'm super excited to have that one out. See y'all in the next vlog.